the epic conclusion to Jackson's Middle-earth saga. The Hobbit, the Battle of the Five Armies. So I just saw this film, and I'm going to give you my quick thoughts on it. The whole film feels like just one giant climax. Lots of cool action. There are moments in here that are so good, so Lord of the Rings. It felt like they could just take these moments and put them into the Lord of the Rings film. A few really neat connections they make with the Lord of the Rings, which make this whole Hobbit saga feel like part of the whole Middle-earth lore. Martin Freeman is the standout in this movie. Every scene with him in it is so much better than the rest of the film. He is the perfect Bilbo, and in this film he just cements his place as a great, one of the best Middle-earth characters we've ever had. You also get to see many of the characters, some from the Lord of the Rings and some from the Hobbit films, that at least I've been wanting to see in action, and you get to see them in action here, and it's pretty awesome when you do. The problems with The Hobbit are that it's all climax. It really feels like it's the third act of a three-act structure, which it is when you look at their three Hobbit movies. But at the same time, when you look at The Lord of the Rings, each film had a setup leading to the climax of that film. The Hobbit films, the first one felt like just a lot of setup and no real climax. The second one felt a lot more setup and climax. This third one just feels like climax. And I really think a lot of people will come out of this film looking back and saying it would have been a better two-movie saga. Again, no problems with the acting in these films. Jackson knows how to cast Middle-earth. The only, I guess, qualms I would have would maybe be like Stephen Fry as the Master of Lake Town, and then his side character Alfred. They're used way too much in these movies. They should have been little, like, one or two scene characters, but they're given way too much screen time. I do want to give a shout out to Luke Evans as Bard the Bowman. That is fabulous. He is one of the highlights of these Hobbit movies, along with like Martin Freeman. I think it's perfect casting. It's also kind of fun because he looks a little like Orlando Bloom did in the Pirates of the Caribbean film, and him and Legolas share a scene together, so it was kind of just being like, haha, two kind of lookalikes in the same scene. Smaug is great again. You get to see him in all his glory. And then the battle is epic. For me, after a while, I kind of got tired because there's just so much going on, but I think a lot of people will like it. I will give a spoiler review later. I am going to see the film again this weekend, and afterwards I'll, I think, have maybe a better appreciation for how this is structured, because I do think this film will be a better experience had you just recently watched The Desolation of Smaug and maybe even An Unexpected Journey. I think it will connect better to the grand whole of the Hobbit saga rather than just its own standalone film. Well, those are my quick thoughts on The Hobbit. If you want to score, I would give it a 7 out of 10. That might change with the second or third viewing, but we'll see. I'll have a better detailed analysis in my spoiler review coming up.